Our last port was in Charleston, South Carolina. They had had a fair bit of rain before we'd got there. First we went over to Rainbow Row, which was, as you can see, colourful houses. Then we had a walk along the shorefront with loads of beautiful houses overlooking the sea. I want to live in this pink one. We had a walk through this park and then headed into the main town. It was such a quiet place with hardly anyone around. There was lots of horse and carts, and you could go on these if you wanted to. The streets were just absolutely beautiful. And outside all of the shops they had these gas lanterns. We then went into Charleston City Market. I loved this stall with Buddy the Elf. There were so many stalls with lots to buy. It was just such a nice old town. And I was fascinated in these trees. We then went back to the cruise ship and watched the dolphins. There were so many of them and they looked like they were having so much fun. I had spent the whole 2 weeks previously looking at the water hoping to see some dolphins, so I was so happy to see them on our last port of call. And there was so many of them and they kept showing off coming right up to the boat. Look how many there is. It was so amazing, it just made my day. We had some dinner from the snack shack and then we sailed away past all these beautiful houses. I'm so jealous, I would love to live there. Then I did the crease release on my dress and let it dry in front of the balcony. As it was the last night on board, we had to start packing. Look how tidy mine is compared to Connor's mess. Then we went to the island's buffet for tea. We really started loving the buffet towards the end of the holiday. It was so rocky, the shit was. Connor went in for more and then I had some cakes. We then went to the Squid and Anchor and did the British pub quiz. And then decided to have one last drink in the atrium before we went to bed. It was so pretty in there at night. Then going up to the room, everyone had put their suitcases in the corridor ready to go home tomorrow. Some last balcony photos. Then the next morning in Port Canaveral, the pilot announced there was going to be another rocket launch. So after we checked out of the room, we went up to top deck to watch this. I was so excited, as some people don't even get to see one, and we were so lucky to see two. One in the nighttime and one in the day. We watched until we couldn't see it any longer. And then sadly, our amazing cruise was over and it was time to go home.